semi-final. We have a doubleheader lined up. In just minutes, we'll see 2-time champions Dinthill Technical High face off with the Manning School. The weather is always great in St. Elizabeth. Right now, temperature is at 29 degrees Celsius and humidity at 63%. Greetings to all our viewers and all our football lovers. I'm Cody and Jackson, and with me today is Gerard Morris Seeley. How are you, Gerard?
Oh, I'm great. I feel rejuvenated. Let me say Happy New Year to all of our viewers. It's so good to be back. I missed you all dearly. I know you missed me. Of course, it's reciprocated. But I can't wait to see how things go here in this exciting day of football. Semi-finals on the card, Cody.
That's right. The Manning School versus Dinthill Technical High. And earlier on this season, I mentioned that Dinthill is my alma mater. So I'm definitely going to be hoping that they, advance to the finals today. Now, they've been performing extremely well throughout the season. They've scored a total of 28 goals and only conceded 1. So they definitely have a strong defense, Gerard. And I remember back in 2019, they beat it all the way to the finals but lost to Clarendon College 3-0. But I'm hoping that they can beat Mannings today. Sorry to all my Mannings fans at home, but I'm hoping Dinthill takes it today.
Well, I think the Manning School fans will be, really ruining what you just said, They'll be ruling out what you said, of course. But Manning School, they have also been doing pretty well this season. They too have scored 28 goals. This is their first time in the semi-final since 2012, so I know that they're happy to be back. Their coach said it a little early on today, and so they can't wait to get back onto the field as well. They would have conceded a little bit more than
yes.
Dinthill has, but that's not going to faze them because they have a pretty good, decent defense as well.
I agreed. It's a great matchup between these two schools, scoring both 28 goals. Of course, right now I want to urge our viewers to go on our social media platforms and leave your comments for your favorite team. Will it be Manning School or Dinthill Technical? Let us know so we can read your comments. Now we're going to turn over to our commentary team to learn a little bit more about our semi-finalists, Donald Oliver and Dwight Jeremiah.
Thanks, Cody. Thanks, Gerard. Dinthill Technical, they've been here before. In the past, they would have flattered to deceive, but I get that there's probably something a little bit different about them this season, Dwight Jeremiah. What are your thoughts?
Well, they're dealing with the pressure quite well. I mean, in the last game I asked what pressure, even in the penalty shootout, they were very calm in that Champions Cup. But leading up to the semi-finals, they've been good. Even in the quarterfinals, like I said, I've had a front row seat coaching William. We played against them in the quarterfinals, and they're really a difficult bunch to deal with. There's a good going forward. 6 players are always in attack. The 4 defenders sit deep, and so they thwart any counter-attacks.
Yeah, they have been absolutely brilliant this season, Dinthill, and they have struggled in the past in semi-finals and the knockout rounds, but let's see if they can actually go all the way into the final as they did a couple of seasons ago as well. As far as Mannings is concerned, this is a really young team, and not a lot of persons expecting them to reach this far, but yet here they are. Of course, the majority of the squad will be back next year and possibly the season after that. What are your thoughts on their journey so far?
It's been an excellent journey for them. I think because they say they're a young team, many didn't expect them to get this far, and so they're playing with not much on their shoulders in terms of weight. So as far as they're concerned, they're just soaking up the experience and keep chopping away at the points and the results. I think that they're in a very good position to make the finals, and I don't think it has come too early for them. Sometimes you say you have a 3-year plan or so, but if it comes early, why not take it?
One of the biggest schools, one of the oldest schools as well. Their motto, life without learning is death, and of course they're looking for their first crown. As far as Garvey Maceo is concerned, as we look ahead to the big matchup, the second game between the Clarendon schools, Garvey Maceo, they've looked ominous this year as well.
Yeah, they've been very dogged too. I mean, they don't go away. Remember in a quarterfinal round, they came up against Stets, I think, and they were trailing at one point by 2 goals, and they came back to get a point in that game. So they're a very determined team, but they're very direct in their style of play.
Yep, they have been, and as far as champions concerned, they started off a little bit shaky, but boy, haven't they blossomed this season?
Yeah, many were saying that it's not the usual silky smooth Clarendon College team that we have seen in the past, but definitely you're beginning to see Coach Hyde's stamp on this group of players. They're now beginning to move the ball much quicker. Possession is silky, and they're into their Champions Cup semi-finals, so they're beaming with confidence, and this team, they just know how to win when it gets to this stage of the competition.
Not sure if I can name a number of stars as we could in the past, like a Nicky Daly or a Lamar Walker, but surely they have been playing as a team, and they will be very dangerous as they seek to defend their title. It's back to Cody and Gerard.
4 excellent teams made it to the semi-finals. I'm impressed by all the teams and all their players. They showed a lot of skill this season, Gerard. I wish you were here in the flesh to see them perform so far.
Yeah, I was not here in the flesh, but I was indeed watching from home, the comfort of my couch. Yeah, but of course, you know, we're going to see Clarendon College come up a little bit later against Garvey Maceo. And that's going to be a pretty good game as well. But right now, Cody, we're going to see your school, Dinthill Technical, in this, our Digicel team feature.
Dinthill have a high expectation, so if a coach is not performing, there are going to be changes.
1, 2, 3.
I think they change coaches because of different playing styles, different experiences.
Dinthill Technical has been chasing that elusive third title for 40 years. Almost every failed season in the past 6 years has been met with a change of coach. This season, it seems the team has found what they've been looking for. They're currently in the semi-finals of the DaCosta Cup and final of the Champions Cup. They are determined to win, and second place is not an option.
Dinthill, I believe they need to win at all costs, which I think is the wrong way forward. So changing course is one I think could be one of the strategies they have, but I think they want to change that because they want a philosophy and a system and a culture to be built. So that's why they rehire me. We try to build a culture, and the culture can create a passion, and you have to be consistent in what you're doing, and you have the right plan. You know, the other team has their plan too, you know, and as I say, who turn up there to play.
We've been working harder, different atmosphere, influences around. Do some good tactical training with the coach. Show us some drills that we should do in the game, do it in the game, get the same results.
We have built a system. We're trying to create a philosophy within the team, and it is, as I say, it is consistent in how they are playing. And the discipline is, you know, kids on and off sometimes, but it's mostly on par with everything. And they want to win.
My personal goal is to win the DaCosta Cup, Oliver Sheen, Champions Cup, win our cup.
I wish all of you could see at home how Cody's face was lit up with excitement and glee when she was watching that team feature on her school, Dinthill Technical, her alma mater.
Right.
Cody, let me ask you though, what is the school's motto?
Facta non verba. Deeds, not words.
Yeah, so that's what it means.
Yes, it definitely reads, you know.
Yeah.
You know, they're performing a lot of deeds on the field today. Now we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll be having a lot more football action here at STETS.
Well, Eastern Schoolboy Football is not the only type of football we have on your home of champions. The Carabao Cup Semi-Final, that's going to be on SportsMax today at 2:45, 3:45 ECT. Tottenham Hotspur, they take on Chelsea. And of course on Thursday, that's tomorrow, Liverpool, they play at Anfield. They host Arsenal. That game will also be at 2:45 p.m, 3:45 ECT. Welcome back to the St. Elizabeth Technical High School. Cody, your school, Dinthill Technical, your alma mater, they are playing against the Manning School.
That's right, Dinthill going up against the Manning School. Can't wait to see what will happen between these two teams today. We're going to hear from our commentary team, road to the semis.
Dinthill Technical, they've been ominous, as I said before, especially in the quarterfinal round. Of course, you would have seen them personally, Dwight Jeremiah. They did inflict that 3-0 defeat over William Knibb, but they also got by Christiana and Edwin Allen. They went through the quarterfinal round without conceding. And what does that say to you, though?
As I said before, I mean, this is a very good unit. They've found the right balance between attack and defense, and they're really doing well. Good rotation at the top of the attacking third, and are very difficult to score against.
Yep, so this is how it ended up, with them on 9 points and Edwin Allen finishing 3 points behind Cristiano on 3 points as well. And William Knibb, unfortunately, Dwight, they didn't register a point. But yeah, this was always going to be a difficult group. And with the fact that just one would come out, Dinthill really showed that they were indeed the cream of the crop.
Yeah, from the start, they were always going to be the team to beat, and no one could have beaten them in that round. So we are not surprised to see them here, and I'm not surprised if they get to the finals.
Mannings, of course, they weren't quite as perfect. It was a really good game with Monroe College. A couple of really good goals were scored in that one. They got by Happy Grove 6-0, as well as a 3-2 victory over a difficult Veer Technical unit. Mannings, again, I say that they are a young team, but again, impressive to get out of this group.
Very impressive. The one thing about them is that, as I said, they love to attack as well. Very fluent going forward. They do give their opponent a chance, as you can see in the graphics there. They've given up some goals in that quarterfinal round, and they have to be much tighter at the back coming up in this semi-finals against a Dinthill team that can be very rampant up front. But I expect a very good matchup between these two.
Yeah, they finished on 7 points. Monroe College, they were carrying the hopes of Central Jamaica in the quarterfinal round group, and they only finished on 5 points. They had a really good time in the DaCosta Cup. They obviously wanted to go to the semis, but again, Mannings were just too good in the other matches since they actually drew with them in the quarterfinal round. But Mannings again coming out on top. Back to Cody and Gerard.
Let's hear a little bit more about the guys wearing maroon and gold. They were founded in 1938. They proudly wear the colors maroon and gold. Their population is 1,400 students. They have 2 DaCosta Cup titles under their belt, and their motto says, "Deeds not words, fact and non-verbal." Now, moments ago, Gerard spoke to their coach, Thomas. Let's hear his thoughts.
Well, the guys have made it. Because they said this DaCosta Cup, this is one of the prestige one, and they need this one, so they're coming all out to make sure they're in the final for this one.
Now, 9 of your starting 11 have scored goals. Is that a testament to how cohesive this team has been?
Yes, it's the overall thing. We attack through many different areas, and we get go through those areas, so that's the important thing. We don't really have a one person scoring all that goal, but you know, we train, we train that way, that we can get goals scored from every angle.
A lot of teams have struggled with defense this season, but your team has managed to keep a clean sheet in the DaCosta Cup. What is the key to that?
Team defending. It's team defending, so that's important. You know, when we lose the ball, you start defending from there, and that's what helping us through the season.
Have you done any homework on your opponent?
Not really, no. But there's no say they're in the top 4, and if you're in the top 4, you deserve being there, so we have to look out for anything. It must be a good team. That's why. So it's all about playing good football today.
Our digital player to watch is Gary Mills.
Yeah, Gary Mills, he's been really great this season. I mean, the last time I saw him here, he scored 4 goals, and he has really been dominant at the top, really commanding the strike, the attacking third in this Dinthill technical team. He's 18 years old, wearing the number 9 jersey, has 4 goals this season. 4 of them came in one game, 5 assists, and also his career goals in schoolboy football stands at 4. He plays the centre forward position, and he had 9 games this season, in his first season, I might add, and he's been doing an excellent job for this team, and I know that he'll be hoping that he can continue with that commanding performance here today against the Manning School. Let's look at the Manning School facts now. Share a little bit about them. They were founded in 1738, one of the oldest schools in Jamaica. There's always talk between them and rumors about who is indeed the oldest. They wear the colors dark blue and light blue. Their population stands at 1686. That's 1,686. They are yet to win the DaCosta Cup title, but I'm sure that they'll be hoping that this is the season they can do it. The team looks pretty confident and they look pretty good. And their motto says, "Life without learning is death." Let's hear from their coach now. This is what he had to say.
That is a good feeling. It's really a good feeling to be back.
How are the boys feeling?
I think they're up to it. They're looking forward to it. We're excited, and therefore we're looking forward to the start of this game.
Coming up against a team like Dinthill, what is going to be the key things that need to go right for your team?
Well, the key thing now is to have the boys focus and execute all they have learned. Since the preseason coming into this game, they work hard, they fight hard, and they are worthy of being here. And I think they have whatever it takes to push them beyond the semi-final. So I'm looking forward to the execution to go into the final after the game today.
Well, Dinthill has kept a clean sheet up until this point in the DaCosta Cup. What do you need to do in order to get through that defense?
We have to just do what we have been doing all season. What we have been doing, we have been scoring in actually every goal. We play one game the entire season, we didn't score, and that is a different competition, which was just the knockout. So we have been scoring. We are a very attacking team. We can defend as well, but our style is more attacking and get the job done, and that is what we are hoping to do today.
Our digital player to watch is Devontae Rodney. Tell us about him, Gerard.
Yeah, well, the Manning School right attack midfielder. He is really doing what an attacking midfielder is supposed to do. He has 5 assists this season so far, 1 goal, and he's been wearing the number 12. He's 18 years of age, in his second season only. Of course, the pandemic would have taken away a season from him, but for the Manning School, he's really been commanding the passes and providing the strikers with that ball in the box and giving them an opportunity to finish. And of course, he will want to have that same performance against a team like Dinthill, whose defense is quite strong, and Devontae will be the architect in this team and really the mastermind behind them winning this game here today.
I'm expecting great things from both our players to watch today, Gerard.
Yeah, and of course, I want to rain on your Dinthill technical parade a bit and talk about the Manning School. Of course, they have not yet won the DaCosta Cup title, but they are quite on track this year. And that's your school there on the screen right now, Cody.
Yes, that is my school in maroon and gold. They look focused and ready for the game ahead. Can't wait to see what they will do today.
Yeah, and Manning School, they look ready and ready to go. One of our technical crew was trying to talk to one of the boys from Manning School, but he was so focused on the game that he didn't even recognize that they were trying to get his attention. That really shows how important this game is to these boys. And I know that the fans and the viewers as well are hoping to see some excellent football displayed by these two teams. And I'm sure that these teams will not disappoint.
That is right, and I'm pretty sure all the fans and all the supporters back at home can't wait to see what will happen today. But we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll be bringing you all the action that y'all are waiting for.
High School is the home of the DaCosta Cup Semis for 2022. And I tell you what, the 4 schools are eager to grace the field, but in the opening match it's a big one. Dinthill Technical against Manning School. Manning's coming all the way from Westmoreland. Dinthill, of course, ensconced in the orchards of St. Catherine, looking to bloom this afternoon and make it to another DaCosta Cup final. It's warm here in St. Elizabeth. What's new? 29 degrees Celsius, humidity at 63%. There's a little bit of a stiff breeze here at 14 kilometers per hour. Wherever you're watching all over the world, thank you so much for joining our coverage here on the Home of Champions. My name is Donald Oliver. With me is Dwight Jeremiah. And as the teams line up, what are the young boys thinking, you think?
I'm just thinking that they're just excited to get on the pitch and to get this game going. Both of them will be thinking about making it to the finals. They don't want to think too far ahead, but they have a small matter of each other in front of them to get past. Dinthill, we know, very stubborn defensively. Manning's, both these two teams will want to get their hands on this trophy, and certainly for Dinthill, they have come so close, almost feeling their fingers on it in the past, 2019, and now they're back again. They're calling the early boys. They will want to shed that tag this time around.
Yep, eager minds, eager hearts, nervous as well. The boys from Beckford Street in blue, and of course these young men from St. Catherine taking part in the rural era competition, hoping to lift the symbol of schoolboy football supremacy in rural Jamaica. And so we are off and on the way, with the anthem ringing out. These boys know what it's like to be at this stage, in the hope that they can actually go all the way. What's going through their minds? They are hoping to impress and make a determined start, and this is their quest for now. This is what they are focused on. Dinthill, of course, they have the Champions Cup final to look forward to this coming Saturday, and of course a lot of individuals expect them to do well again this afternoon and make it to another final, the one that they're actually dreaming of. Dinthill Technical, they have the players to do it. Manning's a young team, a very young team. They weren't supposed to make it this far, but yet here they are, and 90 minutes away of fulfilling a dream themselves. And maybe the young upstarts will be able to do it. As both captains now with the umpires, Deshneel Russell on the left, and on the right for the Manning School, their leader as well. Stefan Dewar will be in charge of this one. Joshua Jackson and Melvin Reed will assist him.
As we were saying earlier too, with this Manning's team, a young team, and there's not a lot of weight on their shoulders and not much expectations.
Let's take a look at the starting lineup for Dinthill. Asher Hutchinson will be in goal. They have a back four: Siobhan Francis, Brian Cole, Ricardo Matthews and Tamish Richardson. Shamar Martin, Deshneel Russell, who is a skipper, as well as Shamir Hutchinson, will be in the middle of the park. Up top, Jaheim Thomas, Daniel Roberts and Gary Mills. 9 of the outfield players have scored a goal this season, which says a lot about them.
Yeah, and Coach Thomas, he doesn't tinker around too much with his starting 11. Very consistent with the players he put out, and he's trusting them so much.
Shawnee Campbell is in goal for the Manning School. Jonathan McIntosh, Javin Williams, Jordan Mailer and Q Williams will be the back four. They've flooded the midfield with Abina Wallace, Rashawn Graham, Devontae Rodney, Shamar Hamilton and Brandon Dennis behind their striker Jamara Hall. And I tell you what, there may be some plans in the minds of their coach Tomlinson. Jamalik Porte is actually on the bench with 5 goals and 5 assists.
Well, he's certainly seen something with this Dinthill team for him to bring about that change, but he's the type of coach that he will make the changes in game if necessary, depending on what he's seen from his opponent.
And so the boys in the St. Elizabeth Sun wait on the go-ahead for the kickoff. Mannings will do so. And what a prospect we have here. With two distinct